Hey, Spitwads, you know we are on a mission to make Mondays great. That's why we release every week on a Monday to make the world a brighter, better place. But you want to know what's better than a Monday?
What's that, Jason?
Fridays, bro.
Yeah,
Fridays is great. And if you want early access to the shows and you want to support this great show, you can go to jointhespit.com, get early access, ad-free shows, and we will love you more at jointhespit.com.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Scattity scat scat, who had my dingity pow?
Scatty.
Oh, yes, it was.
And then we had to go back to Old Faithful.
It was a little different though, because I didn't end with it. It was badingity.
Right.
Oh.
right.
That's a variant.
Oh.
If you look it up in the Old English dictionary, badingity is a little different than badingy.
Scattity scat scat.
Yeah, but what better way to start a scat?
I'm going to be honest with you. I am disappointed that you didn't carry that all the way through. I thought as soon as it was scattity scat
Yep.
scat 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 scat.
I thought we were scatting the entire way through.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Welcome into the Spitballers.
Hey.
Andy, Mike, and Jason with you. SpitballersPod.com. That's the website. Thank you so much for reviewing this show. I genuinely mean that. I check. I've got this little app on my phone, and it'll show me if a new review shows up. And people are so nice. They are entertained by us.
It's crazy. We don't understand it, but we do appreciate it. And it here's the thing: it feels really good to have your ego stroked. And so when we read these 5-star reviews, and we're like, "Oh man,
We're awesome.
we are so good," it makes me feel good.
It's how I validate
Who you are.
Yeah, it validates me, but it's how I validate myself, like to my wife and my children.
I guess.
Do you know how many 5-star reviews
I'm
I
worth?
have?
Well, they're
Way more than you.
I've had a rough go over a few episodes though, because some of the reviews did just tell me what I looked like and what I could fix.
Right.
Some of the
Eyes a little
reviews-
too close together.
To be fair to those people, you specifically asked them to do that.
Well, it's because I couldn't think of what I needed done. I'd
Well,
never
now
had.
you can.
but yeah, what update time, Andy? Do you feel like you know?
Andy, this is a recent one. You need plastic surgery for your head and your hand. Your head is weird shaped and your hands are too big and small.
Too big and small?
Yeah.
So, like
Maybe
one
that's is that a depth perception thing here on the YouTube?
Yeah, I think
I mean,
so.
look at that.
You're sitting profile, so obviously one
Look at
hand
that.
is too big and one hand is too small.
Huh.
So now I'm feeling better about myself after, but it's 5 stars.
Did you fix your head?
The head's still the same shape,
I'm
unfortunately.
sorry to hear that.
All right, time for some Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Jesse from Twitter, would you rather sit at the very front row or the very back row at a movie theater?
Oh, this isn't even a question. One of these things is good, and one of these things is the worst.
I agree.
Yeah, this is really a layup. Back of the movie theater is great.
Heck yeah, it is. Heck yeah. You want to know what you can do? Whatever you want. In the back row, you could put your feet up. You could lay down. You could stand up if you want. You want to know who you're getting in front of? Nobody.
Well, the projector.
Well,
me,
I mean,
for me,
Yeah,
I'm in front of the
That's
projector.
true. You don't want to be that person.
Right.
but-
Tall.
I will give us 2 different kind of tangents on this. One is, by the way, there are some movie theaters that are so huge that if you do sit in the back row, it's like you're just watching TV at home. I mean, it's that big.
The screen does get smaller.
But the front is always
like
awful.
the hand problem.
Right.
The further away from the screen, the smaller it appears.
It's science. But here's what I thought the question was going to, which I am curious about for you guys. You can go to, let's say, like a conference or a talk in a big amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be in the first row right up at the front? There's a tension on you at that point, potentially. and you're just kind of like you can, if you're in the way far back, you don't see as well,
Right.
but you have freedom, right? Nobody can tell if you're paying attention. You need to go to the bathroom. It's
That's
nice
exactly
in the back.
where I was going to go. If you are in the front row, you are in the no bathroom break zone.
Usually, when I'm at conferences, we've gone to many conferences.
Man, we're very important.
Very
many
important.
conferences.
So many, all around the country.
That's the qualifier of importance. How many do you go to?
I jet set.
Yeah.
Conference to conference.
I've
I've been to 3 conferences in a
I've
row.
set some jets.
We've gone together. We've gone apart. We've gone for different businesses. And I will say this, and this might be the snootiest thing I've ever said.
Oh, no.
And I've said some snooty things on this show.
So far today.
But, I've never, with the exception of one thing I could think of, I've never been at any conference and any speaker that I've really given a crap about it all. I mean, I want to get out. I want to sneak in and out. I want to be in the back. I don't care.
This is a man who wants to play Candy Crush Saga at all times.
Right? I mean, tell me something important because I got jewels to move around on my phone and match them.
You've just said that you've never been interested in any speaker saying anything.
Do you
That's
realize?
not true. I said there was one.
I was going to say, you realize that we watched Andy give a talk at a conference once.
Oh, I'm including that, and that was not the one. I mean, look, we talked to Andy. I knew what he was going to say. That's the problem with these speakers is that usually they're not ever saying anything new. You know, you're just like, I know what they're going to say.
I already know everything.
Like they're going to have a panel, and they're going to talk about this topic. But it's like, let me write the questions and write the answers for you because everybody already knows what they're going to say.
How do you know so many things?
How do you keep upgrading your snooty comments by the minute?
I mean, it's...
Let me write down the questions and the answers for you,
all right.
Einstein.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm shouting in my head. I am kind and polite. I would never say that out loud. Now, hold up, because I feel like I am just being honest, but maybe I am being snooty. Do you guys not feel this way at these conferences? Like, genuinely,
I like the flexibility of being able to dip out for a bathroom break.
No.
Coffee.
No. I'm talking about, do you usually find value from these speakers, or do you feel like they're saying nothing that ever helps you and you basically know where it's going?
It's a mix. It depends on what conference I'm at. I mean, am I at something I'm interested in? Well, you dragged me to a conference once upon a time for the video game company, and I was pretty boring.
You were pretty boring. Yes. I'm pretty sure you said I was pretty boring.
I have seen, I would say, I'll go 15%. 15% I'm actually interested in. And
now here's a good question.
We should not be going to conferences at all based on this.
No, because you want to be in the room where it happened.
That's right.
And the room where it happened is the lobby when the people are giving the talk.
That's right.
That's when the deals are being
you
made.
go there for the connections and the relationships and the lunches and
the cool kids are skipping the talk.
That's really the truth. The talks are, they're
just there
speakers.
for no reason.
I mean, look,
they're there so that we can weed out all the uncool people.
Right.
They should
They're
just be
in
using
there.
an AI
Nerds.
robot to give the talks because those don't even matter.
Nerds. Did you say nerds?
Yeah.
Yeah, get them. So I'll be at the back of both of these things.
Okay.
The question here is, how, legally speaking, how can movie theaters get away with selling those front row seats? Now, I think over time they have progressively moved back. But I remember, when being a teenager, and the front row it is physically impossible to see the entire screen. How do you sell seats that are that close to a giant screen?
Literally, you had to scoot down in your seat so that you could crane your head back.
That's why they added the reclining seats for the front row. They can put you full like 0 Gs.
Wow, you know what? That's you say that, but I have not sat in a front row in forever because it's the worst. But is it now? Like,
it's still bad.
It's still problems seeing left to right all the way.
Man, I feel like I need to sit in the front row with the new
You do,
recliners
yeah.
and see if that might be. Look, my screen is bigger than yours if I'm in the front.
The problem,
And that's important to you.
the problem, another problem I should say, because there's many, but the front, and like kids always want to be in the front. It's a weird thing about being a child. It's this novel thing. Look how close I am. But when you're that close, it's very bright, right? Because you're right there for the light waves.
Sears the eyeballs.
I can't snooze up there during the kids' movies.
Too bright.
Yeah, it's too bright. I need to be up in the back in the corner.
Too bright for your paid nap.
Where hey, sometimes when you're a parent,
Yeah,
you are willing to pay to take a nap.
that's fair. Yeah, that's
And
called.
you're willing to pay a lot.
That's called the It's the Small World ride. Adam from the website, would you rather have to get up to get a new roll of toilet paper every time you're in the middle of a two-ski?
every time.
Oh man.
So right in the middle of every. All right, I can't wait to see what the other option
Well, why
is.
are you doing it in the middle?
Well,
Right. At least finish.
no, that's the would you rather question.
Okay.
Would
So
you rather
you
have
gotta
to get up?
pinch it off?
No, in the mid, like maybe you're
I'm
in the
ta-
middle of your whole process.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But you've finished the.
First.
Okay, all right. I'm just trying to take this at face value.
Or walk wet and naked across the room to get a towel that you forgot every time you finish the shower.
Oof.
Okay, so this is basically so rewording the question. It's basically like, would you rather have never checked for your towel or never checked for your toilet paper before doing your business?
Yeah. So with the toilet paper, you're
And you
doing
can't phone a friend for either of these.
No.
Right.
This
no
is
help,
you,
help, help.
You have to solve your problem.
So you're doing the pants around the ankles, squaddle hodl,
Yeah.
squaddle
Yeah.
wobble. I don't know what to
The
call
hustle,
it.
the bustle across the.
Waddle, waddle.
And you waddled away. Like, how far away is this toilet paper?
Oh man.
I would say equivalent to the length.
What is
how
the-
far the towel is.
What is the furthest you have ever had to go to recover a new toilet paper roll?
Yeah, it's bad, Mike.
Oh,
It's
no.
bad.
Is this a full repantsing?
This is a yeah, I mean, look.
Oh no!
When we're out of toilet paper upstairs, okay, it's downstairs in the laundry room. It's nowhere near. I mean, look.
Stairs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're
There's
going
a
down.
vertical motion of the cheeks.
Oh, it's not
Rubbing
good. It's not good. I mean, if I'm home alone and we do not have toilet paper upstairs, there's one place to go and it's too far away.
Oh no!
I can tell you. You know my personality. I know your personality. It's never happened.
Right? Yeah. You know what's funny?
I've
is,
never ever had to do any of this because I make sure
You've
that-
never had to at least like exit the toilet room and go
Never.
under the cabinet.
No, I've leaned over to the cabinet
You've
from the
never
toilet.
experienced the shame.
what a responsible man.
I've always had it stocked up, my friends. I would never put myself in
Well,
that position.
You have never you want to talk about a quad workout because you are staying as low as you can.
Try
I mean, not
squatting
with the Stairmaster.
down the stairs, okay? Squats are hard on level ground, but when you're squatting and walking downstairs at the same time,
Is there anything that you could do before the journey to help?
well, so in truth,
Do you throw away one pair of your underpants? Is that the sacrifice?
in
Because you could use them
in
and
truth,
flush them.
You can't. If you
flush
if you
my
flush-
underwear?
You could do it.
You'll have a
can't.
bigger problem.
You cannot flush
You
underwear.
can give it a go.
Well, I mean, you could certainly try it. I mean, actually, I wonder if you can,
You
right?
could. You could.
These things, I'd say they take like a whole bag of golf balls. You know what I mean? Like you go
Yeah,
into Home
I've
Depot
seen
and
that, yeah.
they're like, oh, there's a super toilet. It can swallow 50
I
golf
feel like
balls.
I feel like a conglomeration of golf balls though is not. It doesn't carry the same clog issues that a watered up pair of underpants.
Well,
would.
you're saying a prayer before the flush. There's no doubt about it.
But now let's say it got stuck and you've got to call a plumber.
Yeah.
And they
No, you
got-
keep
Sir,
flushing.
I
You-
found the problem. There was a
Oh.
pair of underwear in your.
Those aren't mine. Previous owner of the house
That's right. I just moved in today.
today.
Now, in fairness to me, okay, because I'm not doing
Okay.
this two-ski down the stairs squat just ruined. This is widely known. I'm a bidet bro, okay?
Of course.
So I'm already washed and clean.
I'm shocked
But
you
how
haven't.
dry are
but I'm
you?
not dry.
I'm
And
shocked you haven't had to waddle all the way to a grocery store. Why stop at the downstairs? Like been completely out at the house.
That's called a waddle to the shower, then. Is what that
dang,
would be.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not just putting on
you ever
my
use Kleenex?
wet, nasty, dirty underpants.
You ever pivoted to
Of course.
Kleenex or a toilet paper?
Of course.
Or I mean a paper towel?
Not a
I've never
paper
done
towel.
a paper
No,
towel.
that doesn't sound like a good time.
because I respect myself and my body.
Quicker picker upper.
It's funny. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm respecting the toilet. Like I don't think the toilet could take paper towels.
Yes, it could take the paper towel.
Really?
You're not supposed to.
Correct. You're not supposed to.
I gotta
But
go
when
home
in-
and flush a bunch of different things down my toilet.
Yes.
See where the barometer is.
Don't do
for
this, kids.
My equipment.
All right.
Oh, what's the answer?
The answer is, look, the towel one.
Oh, that also sucks.
I've done the towel one plenty of times. That's a mistake that's easy to make because I have a little rack by the shower, and if I don't throw it on, I've done it here at the studio.
Yes. Yeah,
And
we've
it's-
all done that.
And then you know when the person before you does that because the floor is covered in water.
The
But
biggest,
it's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. There's a chance of slipping.
Oh, yeah.
And falling and actually physically hurting yourself, and your chances of getting a wet sock,
Which is your
have
greatest
gone through-
fear in life.
Getting a wet sock is a top 5 terrible thing that can happen.
I don't understand. Why would that get you a wet sock?
Because
They could be around there.
you have just dripped all over the floor,
Oh.
and you're not wiping it up, Jason.
Well, that's that genuine fear for me when I've done that walk for the towel, soaking wet, is that I'm going to do that. I'm going to jump back in the shower as fast as I can. It's cold.
Yes, there is that.
But I've left so much water that I'm worried that my spouse is going to come into the room and slip. Like, I need some signs. I need to get a couple of those wet floor signs for
Caution.
this situation.
Get like a janitor bucket in the
Yeah,
bottom.
I need a janitor sign just so I can clean up afterwards.
I'm gonna take the towel
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
worst case scenario there, I'm just air drying and we're okay.
And it does feel good to get back in the hot water after you've done that exercise.
Fair.
Shauna from Patreon, would you rather be a world-class tap dancer or a world-class line dancer?
Now, just to remember this, a line dancer, is that the your arms are over each other's shoulders?
No.
It's like the electric slide.
No, a line dancing is country music.
Yeah. It's funny. We all thought different things. When I heard
You're
it
thinking
at first,
that's the can.
Oh yeah, I am thinking of the can.
or
Which darn, because I would be that's the one I would choose. But
river dance.
Maybe river dance counts as a line. To me, line dancing is.
But you're thinking cowboys.
Yes, there was a sensation in the '90s at some point. Everyone had a what's the tie called? The
bolo.
Yeah, they all had the ties.
Yeah,
We
those
all
are
had
regrettable
boots,
part of our human history.
and everyone was into line dancing.
Oh, I'm watching a video now. Of line dancing. It's real dumb. It's just I think
electric slide is like a pop version of line
Right.
dancing.
But
That's
this is I don't think you're allowed to do this without a cowboy hat. Are you allowed to line dance without
No.
boots and a cowboy hat?
No.
Then it's the electric slide.
Okay, even if it's still country music, now you're doing the electric line dance?
I don't want to look like this.
Look, you
video.
can't stand out in a line dance. You're with a bunch of people. I
Yeah.
feel like I could tap dance. I could get a tap dance solo, can't I?
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
you can get
Get
a
out there.
solo.
Sammy Davis Jr.
I laughed when you were reading this question because my thoughts, at least to my wife, my thoughts on tap dancing are very well known, and I am sorry.
You're anti-tap dance.
I am sorry out there because I know that to be a good tap dancer, you have spent years and years and hours of your life perfecting this, and there is not a more wasteful thing you could do with your time or a category of dancing that is as useless as tap dancing. And they just try and they keep trying to make it cool. Like people will
like
do
the stomp.
stomp is cool because they're like hitting on drums and things. But I'm talking actual tap dancing. They try to infuse it now with music. They're like, get rock music up there, and then they have someone try and do a tap solo, and it is never ever in time. Like every once in a while you hear some of the clicks, you're like, okay, you're on beat, and then they do their actual moves. You're like, this has nothing to do with the music. You're just up there clunking and flailing around, and like the hardest moves to do are the worst sounding moves. Like, why would you spend so much time mastering this? And you have wasted like there are so many
Your
talents.
life. You said that they wasted their lives, is what you're
There are so many
saying.
talents that you could have mastered. You could have been a maestro at any instrument, at ballet. But
I was going to
no,
ask you, do you feel the same
chose
about
tap.
ballet?
No, ballet is fantastic.
But if you're tap dancing, I'm sorry.
It is just
Mike has got you.
it is just a waste, and I'm sorry that your parents did that to you.
I am so sorry for the tap dancers listening. I know there's a lot of them.
I'm sorry.
And they're coming to an epiphany right now in their life that so much has been wasted. However, you can be special in that. You can. I don't think it is possible to be special at a line dance. Just you tap your foot on the ground, you spin, and you walk.
That feels like
steps.
a waste of life too.
I mean,
but to become a world-class line dancer, it takes approximately 3 weeks.
Right. That's start to finish.
To be a world-class,
10,000 hours does not apply to that.
No, but
it's
this is
just 10.
But
this is 10 hours.
This is instantaneous. This isn't you have to go through the whole process. This is you just boom. You are one of these two things.
Okay.
It's not like put in 10,000 hours to learn how to tap dance or 3 minutes to learn how to line dance. This is you are the best in the world at either of these. And here's the thing. I promise you, the best in the world at line dancing looks a little bit better than I do. That's it.
I mean, like, how long did it take you to learn the electric slide? One
go
wedding?
round. one go round. I mean, you got to take the tap dancer here, right?
No, because then you're obnoxious.
If you wanted to become an incredible tap dancer starting right now, you're 9, Jason? 30, almost 39?
No, I'm 38. Almost 38.
And could you do it?
No, I've got a bit of a weight issue. I think
you could still do it.
Like, would you be, I mean.
You'd be a lot louder.
I wonder if you could do it.
It's not really tapping.
He's a stomp dancer.
Is that man walking?
We've had to replace the floor 6 times. Really tears it up out there. No, literally tears it up.
The dance floor. Yeah.
Al, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Do we have time for one more Would You Rather, or do you want to move on?
We got nothing but time.
All right. Stu from the website. Would you rather take an international trip with your entire itinerary planned for you or with nothing planned for you? And you both know my answer.
Ooh.
Okay. I know your answer. I definitely know my answer for sure.
I know Andy's answer. I want Andy to guess what our answers would be.
I love it.
Well, this is difficult. My answer is definitively I want it all planned for me. Autopilot international trip. I've done this. I've been to Israel. I did a 10-day tour, and it was planned, right? It was like the hotels were booked, the food was figured out, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all the destinations, hop on a bus. I didn't have to think about it. That's the way I want, because there's a lot to think about with international travel. So I guess my initial reaction was that Jason would rather nothing be planned out for him, but now I think that you're all on my team. I actually think all 3 of you would choose my because Jason, you like autopilot.
I do. Oh, I do.
And so but I don't know for sure on Mike. Mike's the biggest wild card, but I also think because of the international nature of the trip that Mike would prefer to have that stuff figured out for him. So I'm going to officially put us all in the same boat. Am I wrong?
You are 100% correct.
Yeah, you are.
And it doesn't even matter. You could take the inter part and just say it's a national trip, because here's what happens. If nothing is planned and I am on a trip, you know what I just did? I paid a lot of money to sit in a hotel room and do absolutely nothing.
No.
Because I'm not figuring it out.
Yeah, otherwise you have to plan it.
You figure it out.
So here's where I think you're lying to yourself. It's all about knowledge and experience, right?
Okay.
So take Disneyland. How many times have you been to Disneyland? Incalculable.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. You would not want to go there with an itinerary that says you're going to this place, then this place, then this place, and this place. Lunch at this time. Then you're going to go to this ride and over to that park. And you don't want that planned out because you know it. You know where everything is.
I might do that.
Right, exactly. Man, Andy would be like, yes. No, I
if
know.
I knew I was getting the shortest lines with a strategy, I might do that.
Teacups at 10.
but it's because we are so familiar with it that we love it. When you're going to a place you haven't been, I don't want to do the research. I don't want to have to know the different places that I can't know without talking to people or reading things.
I guess you're 100% right.
Yeah, we looked at back when you could internationally travel. We were trying to plan my 15th wedding anniversary is coming up, and I was like, Okay, big one. What are we going to do? So a couple years ago, I'm looking at trips to like Ireland or something like that. And so I'm a, like Jason said, we go to Disneyland a lot. I'm a DVC timeshare person. And they also they offer really planned trips elsewhere. It's not just Disneyland properties.
You could go somewhere else.
Yeah, they could like a Disney run trip to Ireland or something like that. Crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Crazy expensive. And then you start adding up, okay, well, what would it cost me if I just did everything myself? You save so much money. But then you realize you have to figure everything out. What is the price?
Yeah, you want to hire a contractor on your house? You want to build it yourself?
Exactly. What is it worth to just say, take care of this for me? I'm going to show up. You make sure I have fun. How much more am I willing to pay?
It's delightful
for that process.
It's spectacular.
How much do you have? That's the answer. I mean, it could cost everything, and it's worth it because maximize your entertainment for me with your experience. That's what I want.
Or reduce the amount of times that you are confused in a foreign country.
Yeah, and that's another
part
thing too.
is
Like
tough.
going international, I've talked to my kids like when they're a little bit older, I want to take some 2-week international trip, but I don't know where to go. I mean, I can tell you the names of a couple countries that's like I would like to visit Italy, but like you don't just go I want to go to Italy and then okay, we're in Italy, like
we're here.
Now what? I don't know what to do in Italy.
You'll be in Italy watching YouTube videos of how do I do stuff in Italy.
Exactly. So please take care of me. I want to be a child again and take me around to the cool tour.
All right. So I got it right. That's good.
Spitwad's support for today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, the best body hair trimmer on the market. And they got way more than just the body hair trimmer, but that's what I want to talk about that a little bit. It is a precision-engineered tool, and they obsess over their technology to provide you the best tools for the best grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide, including this fella right here on the microphone. And we have an exclusive offer for our listeners, 20% off plus free shipping with the code Spitballers20 at manscaped.com. You can get the perfect package 3.0 kit. Get the lawnmower 3.0, like I said, the best body hair trimmer on the market. Bunch of other cool stuff. You got a problem with your fingernails? You want to cut those? I mean, everybody does. You don't want to have Klaus out there. It's absolutely ridiculous. But a nose hair trimmer, a fingernail trimmer. They got things to help you not stink, right? I mean, Manscaped has everything that you possibly need. And the trimmer, it is the best on the market. It's waterproof. You want to shave in the shower? The Manscaped, the lawnmower, it's got you covered for that as well. And look, you can get the perfect package with 2 free gifts, which include a pair of high-performance Manscaped boxer briefs, keep you feeling fresh all day, and a travel shed bag to store all the grooming goodies. Trust me, Manscaped is the way to go for your body grooming needs. To get that 20% off and free shipping, use the code Spitballers20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code Spitballers20. Unlock your confidence. Always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
The Situation Room.
All right. Entering the Situation Room once again, Alexander from Patreon.
Oh, thank you for your support.
You and your family have been living the nomad life for years in a post-apocalyptic world.
Of course, we would survive. Yes.
It has been weeks since you and your family have eaten anything substantial. You are on the verge of starvation when you come across a delivery truck full of pet food. Of all the pet foods, you would have to choose from. Which would you choose for yourself and your family? Dog or cat food, canned or bagged food?
I love the setup so much because it has absolutely nothing to do with the question. Would you rather eat dog food or cat food if you had to?
I love this setup because it puts me in a situation
I was
where
there. I was there.
But I totally get what you're saying, right? In the end, what you're just asking is dog food or cat food, canned or bagged. but in this world, it gives us the allowance, the freedom,
The permission that you've always wanted.
the permission to finally eat this animal food. I can tell you for sure I'm going canned over bagged. That one's done deal.
So you want the wet food?
That's a done deal.
See, that would make it worse for me.
Really?
The wet food
wet
makes
food-
it worse for me.
It smells
Delicious.
so.
Oh, wait, what were you going to say? You were going to
You know
say
what dog food tastes like, children?
here's the thing.
So
I
you
can't-
want the wet food over the brown kernels or whatever those things
it all
are.
sounds so
I
bad. And
can't
we got
fathom.
They're
lunch.
crunchy.
I can't fathom taking
The
those
Cocoa Puffs?
those
Yeah.
kernels. Actually, so here's a great story.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is from college. I was having a bad day with I think I was going through a breakup ski in college, you know.
Okay.
So I had a bad day. I go to my best friend's house. Her name was Tiffany. Spoiler alert: she was my future wife.
Oh man, your
and-
wife is a rebound.
No, it was actually like a full year. It was a long time afterwards.
I was thinking the same thing, man.
We were friends for a
I
long,
didn't know how to
long
make
time.
the joke, and you just smashed it.
That's good. So, but this will you'll totally understand this. So I'm really upset. She is a doll. She's my best friend. She makes me a bowl of Cocoa Puffs. And you know, as like, because you know, I
That's how you cope.
I eat my feelings, as seen by my body and how many feelings I have. And so
I
I'm
have a lot of feelings.
so she makes me this bowl of cereal, and we're there, and I'm starving. I take a bite, and as soon as I take this is bite number one, uno. I was like just chomped right into what felt like a rock, and I didn't understand. It was gross, and I was like spitting it out. I look up. Tiffany is laughing hysterically because she just fed me dog food. She put dog food at the bottom of the cereal bowl. And
Oh, in the bottom.
Oh yeah, she hit it,
Okay.
then covered it with Cocoa Puffs. She was having herself a great time. And I stormed out of this place, went and got Jack in the Box. But I was so angry, but also so happy, and like
She's the one.
yeah.
This makes like so many things make sense.
Yeah. So
After this one story.
but yes, so I've had a little bit of the
Dog food.
dry food, and let me tell
Okay.
you, that thing I'm sure could soak in milk forever. It's not, you know, those were rocks. Yeah, I'm not chomping on the dry stuff anymore. I've given that
So
up.
yeah,
What are you jumping?
If I had to pick an animal food to eat, it would definitely be dog treats. Dog
Okay,
treats, like
okay.
you know, the dog jerky. It's
Right.
not too far from our jerky.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, in
Probably
concept, that
not.
should be fine. I mean, like it's supposed to be bacon.
Right. I love bacon. And
You
there
should-
are people whose job it is to eat this dog food.
Wait, is
Wait,
that true?
what?
Oh, yes, that's a real job.
Don't
We-
they test it with dogs?
No, people eat the dog food. All of the dog food is tested by
What?
people.
Hold on.
These are real jobs.
Tap dancers.
Right. They should have. Yeah, you thought tap dancers were making mistakes with their life. These people eat dog food for a living.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I mean, I'm just trusting you on this
yeah,
one.
I feel like I need to Snopes this.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What, Owl, Jeremy? you
Jason
can-
was paid for a
It
small
checks out,
period.
man.
It checks out. I told you.
That's because Jason was paid for about 6 months to do this job.
They're paid to taste tests. Okay, what is the translation of a human being taste testing something and like, oh yeah, the
Dogs would love
dogs
this.
are gonna love this. How do you
What is
possibly
it? Yeah, what does
know?
it functionally provide in information?
Because I smell my dog's food. It smells bad,
Yeah,
and she loves it.
What information is it providing these companies for a human to try it?
Uh,
Because they do test it on dogs too, right?
Like, did someone just show up and they were looking? They're out of work. It's the Great Depression, and they just go to a pet food company. Oh, do I have a treat for you? I am a professional dog food taster. They just have tricked the industry, and now it's a worldwide thing.
yeah. You
professional
You
pet-
gonna eat that?
A professional pet food taster
No.
generally earns at least $34,000 per
Okay.
year and can even rake in more than $100,000 annually.
A six-figure dog food.
That
eater.
man's eating a lot of dog food.
Does that
I mean, if
person-
you're making 100,000, that is a lot of cans. A lot of your diet is dog food.
And do they ask? I mean, like if someone, you're at a high school reunion and they say, "What do you do for a living?"
Oh, I would
I'm in
tell.
the pet industry, or do you?
I think if you're making $100K
Yeah.
from eating dog food, I'm telling everybody.
Don't they already know from your breath, though? Like, I'm in the pet industry. Wait, did you just eat some dog food?
Can you actually brush that away?
No, you can't power wash that thing away. I mean, I've smelled my dog's breath. It's not good.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs eat poop, but they don't care what this man's opinion is over the canned dog food.
4 out of 5 humans recommend this dog food.
Oh, I'm taking dog canned food. That's
4
what
out
I'm
of 5 real people recommend this dog food.
over all other dog foods.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, these lucky sons of guns getting this job. Wow. All right.
And I thought we had the best job in the world.
Oh man.
Owen from Patreon.
Wait. I want to know what kind of
Oh,
what
yeah.
kind of animal food you're
I don't
eating.
care. It all sucks. I'd eat it all if I'm hungry.
Order. You got to order it.
I think
Dog food by principle of hating cats.
Oh,
Now-
right, that's mine too.
I have full cat ignorance.
Yeah. Cats probably eat better food.
Is there dry cat food? Or do
Yeah,
they
No,
because
they've got little.
the commercials have me believe that,
think it's
that
all in
people
cans.
spend $8 a can for
There's
cat
definitely
food.
bags of cat food.
Okay.
Okay. Well, those poor
Well,
cats.
but
they
I
don't
don't-
get the tuna fish.
I don't like cats. I'm with Jason. I'm going canned. Wait,
Is there an option to eat the cats in this
hold
situation?
on, hold on. But is the really expensive cat food in the can?
Oh,
is
yeah.
it just tuna?
Ooh, that'd be all right.
Is it just rebranded tuna that you're now paying $10 instead of $1?
Albacat.
Oh, that's not
Albacat.
bad.
Very good. That sounds good. I think I'll have that.
Yeah, no, I'm going canned cat food.
Yeah, all right. I'm with you, Mike. Any chance at tuna here over the Cocoa Puffs, I'm going to go for it. Owen from Patreon. A mysterious stranger approaches you with an offer. He will give you $10,000 for every mile per hour you go above the speed limit for a week. The amount above must always be the same no matter the speed limit. For
Okay.
example, 10 over from highways to school zones.
Okay.
And if you are pulled over by law enforcement, you go to jail for 6 months. How far above the speed limit do you go?
So if I were to go 10 miles over the speed limit everywhere I drive,
For a week.
I would have $100,000.
That's
That
right.
is correct.
So like because that I would say that's my normal drive. Like my casual usual drive is about
school
9.
zone though.
9, 10
School zone is the crucial one here.
Yeah, that's rough. But even then, like, and I don't with school zone. You know me. I'm a speeder.
Yes.
But I
You got the
don't
need.
ever speed in a school zone. I'm 15 on the dot. But if I had to go 25,
That's
You'd get some side eye from the old cross guard.
from 15 to 25 that's a very substantial
It's almost
jump.
2x.
now here's the thing though.
And
gonna be-
35
I'm gonna be dri-
residential.
I'm gonna be
that's fast,
driving
too.
so fast that I'm gonna be up behind someone. I can't drive 55 in a school zone if a car in front of me is going 15.
6 months in jail. You go 10 over in a school zone, you're getting popped if anybody sees you.
Okay.
But then
The
your
only
money
s-
goes down. I
but
mean,
let's be-
Jason's like, can I get to 15?
I can avoid school zones. There's only one school zone I drive near in my regular day-to-day, and I can easily go around that. I'm going up. I'm going north.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm going north of 10
Yeah,
for
what's
sure.
the highest you're willing to go, Speed Demon?
12?
No,
15?
come on. I think I'll go 20.
20.
Well-
20 isn't 20 pushing criminals?
Yeah, exactly.
I
I'm
mean, I
going
guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
if you
matter.
Get pulled over,
if
you're
I get
going.
pulled over for going 10 and I go to jail for 6 months, that's not even worth my time.
But it's just you're far more likely to get pulled over at 20. Like an officer seeing you going 10 over, that's not.
I've been seeing
immediate.
10 over a million times. That's about where I set my max on a freeway.
Yep.
And I know I'm not going to get popped for 10.
10 is safe. I think 10 is safe. You're getting 100,000 here baseline, so it's just a matter of would you be willing to risk an extra 100,000? And when I say it like that, it seems pretty dumb because I'm already getting 100,000.
Now, Mike, this is the question when I was reading it. I'm going, Mike is like for a contrarian man, he's a letter of the law driver. He is maybe like, you might have to give 20,000 at the end of this week. You might have to pay him.
I am generally speaking, 5 over is where
You draw the line.
is where I'll draw the line. It's
catch a cool 40 G's.
but that's not bad.
No.
I'll take that, and I'm not going to jail. And I'm going safe here. I'm not going to jail for 6 months. I'm going 5 over.
Yeah,
5 over. You're
I'm-
safe for sure.
I've thought about it. I'm looking at all the streets I drive. Most of the streets I'm on are 45 miles an hour or 65 miles an hour. The main streets, the main freeways, and 65 and 85, no problem. I'm taking that.
Mike,
20.
you're not
Okay.
getting popped in a school zone for 5 over.
No, I mean I shouldn't.
Probably not.
Maybe I don't know.
What are you doing, Andy?
I'll take 70 grand.
Okay.
Ooh.
I feel like you're gonna be late to places now.
Maybe.
You can only go so you can't speed up. It's like a
you
punishment.
you have to keep it. Yeah, because I go. See, the thing is it's the highway to the regular streets. Highway 10 over, okay, but regular streets 10 over. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
It is.
That's cruising. I'm in for 10. Let's go.
All right.
I'm in for 10. All right, one more. Alice from the website. Your local wizard appears at your door one evening, seeking your hair for potion making. Obviously, local wizard. For every hair you offer up, he will give you $1. But the catch is those hairs will never grow back. Assuming you have 150,000 hairs right now, how many are you willing to part with for good? So you're permanently giving up your hair for money right here.
It's 150,000 hairs that I am giving up.
You'll go bald.
You're going.
Absolutely.
Is that due to your impending baldness?
Yeah, it's 100% correct. I'm just happy to hear that I have 150,000 hairs on my head.
I was very disappointed to see that I have now been given the same amount of hair that Jason has.
Yeah, take that, sucker. I believe I'll be I don't know how long. I don't know if it'll be. I think it will surprise you two. I believe that I will be bald by choice. I think I will shave my head earlier than you two think I need to do it. It might be like a year from now. Maybe 2 years from now.
Will it surprise you if we both think you have already gone past the date of when you should have shaved your head?
That's fair. That's
Oh
fair.
my gosh.
Yeah, but
Tomorrow it is.
my point here is that I do think, 5 years from now, maybe 10 years from now at the longest, I will just shave my head
Right.
and have to be forced to work out because you can look good when you're fit and bald, right? But fat and bald, it don't work.
Yeah, that's going to be the move, the
Yeah,
needle mover.
That's
The
when
bald head. is
That'll
gonna
do
really-
it. I thought other things were going to do it, but this time it's going to be the bald head that really gets me to stay motivated.
You want to motivate yourself. Don't just shave your head. Shave your beard, too.
Oh, gosh.
That'll get you working out there,
That
Thumbelina.
is not acceptable. But if I can get $150,000 to just up the timeline of this, I'm down. And
Now,
now
Mike-
I'm getting $200,000 from the other. I'm $350,000 richer.
I want to
Getting
up the
places
ante.
super quick.
I want to up the ante to 10x here. So, Mike, what percentage of your hair do you give up?
Oh man!
But it's not $1. It's $100 a hair.
$100.
So you're getting filthy rich.
That's
Well, not
That's
100.
100x.
Sorry, not 100x. $10 a hair.
so you could get $1.5 million to have no luscious locks.
That's exactly right.
Ever again.
The stakes need to be higher. I don't think for 150,000
But-
Mike's going bald forever.
Correct. And it's not just you aren't just like bald where you have the
Low cut.
You have like the 5 o'clock shadow
No.
on your head.
There ain't no
I
shadow.
mean, you're Mr. Clean.
Yeah, these are
You
gone
are
for
bald.
good. The wizard has taken them away. But 1.5 today.
That's
You shave your head, you're bald forever, but you get $1.5 million. That's a tough. Like, I think I have to go bald.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And yet the person who has no hair is willing to pay $1.5 million to get all of their hair back.
Interesting.
I mean, it's big business.
Al Borland says he's in. You in?
Oh, yeah.
Bald?
I wear hats all the time.
Yeah.
You actually have really good hair.
He does.
You've got thick, luscious locks like Mike does, and I hate you for it.
I'll sell it to you for $1.5 million.
Done.
I think it's March birthdays. Because Andy, great hair.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I have great hair. Jeremy
do.
has great hair.
But
March birthdays.
But May birthdays.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Brooks, were you born in May?
I was going to chime in and say, and February birthdays.
Okay, there you go.
you were drowning, reached up and
I
just
reached
Held him down.
I said, hey, take my hand, get me out. And then I was like, psych, I'm pulling you in.
All right. I think that'll do it.
Spitwads, let's face it, the post office is it's the worst. I don't want to go to the post office. It's not how you want to spend your time, and that's why we recommend Stamps.com. Stamps.com. I mean, you mail and ship anytime, anywhere, right from your computer. You want to send letters? You want to ship packages? You want to pay a lot less with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and more? Well, Stamps.com's how you do it. They bring all the services of the United States Postal Service and UPS right to your computer. It's a must-have for any business. You can print official U.S. postages on any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. It is a no-brainer because you're saving time, which is great. You're saving money, which is great. So stop wasting time. Go to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. And with the promo code BALLERS, you get a special offer. It includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone on the top of the home page, and type in BALLERS. That's Stamps.com, promo code BALLERS. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, this one's going to be interesting today.
This is a problem.
We have done these drafts with two of the major sports. This is a mascot battle royale. We have done this with, I believe, the NFL and the NBA. We are drafting. We say mascot. We just mean the team name, right?
Yes.
Not the city.
Like the Phoenix Suns, you get the sun, not the gorilla. Why is there a gorilla?
For our mascot here.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a funny story.
Yeah.
So we are drafting. We're doing the Major League Baseball battle royale. So
Which is we're in a very good position here, Andy, because there are
two.
There are two top picks.
I agree with that.
Now, which one do you go with?
I've gone back and forth. So for my first pick, I've decided that I'm going to go with the quote-unquote mascot from Detroit. I'm going to take the Tigers.
Wow, that was not one of the top two picks that I was talking
Really?
about.
So when you said there were two picks, Mike, I thought to myself, genuinely, I think there are three, and I included the Tigers in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You're going with the
they
Tigers.
were my third.
Okay.
That's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. These are all the different teams in Major League Baseball, but I feel like the Tigers are a great first pick in the battle arena. Look, it's not the Detroit Tiger.
No.
I have Tigers. I have a lot of them.
To be fair, all of these
I
teams
know.
all of these teams are plural.
I just feel like when I looked at every other potential pick, the Tigers were
Interesting.
going to be a threat to them all. That's all.
Interesting.
So look, now you know that there are three picks, and I didn't take the one Mike thought was best. So we'll see.
All right. Well, I'm up, and to combat against your Tigers, I'm going to take a whole heavenly host. I'm going to take a choir of them.
Yeah.
I will be taking the Angels.
That's
that,
cool.
That was the one I wanted.
And like we've seen the pictures of the Angels in their warrior gear with their like fire swords. And,
Well, you just threw out a choir of them, though. I mean,
Well,
they're
that's
singing
true.
songs.
No, they're in beautiful white robes and singing.
Maybe they can calm the Tigers with their
Marvelously.
melodious notes.
music calms even the savage beast.
All right, so you went with Angels.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm shocked you did not go with the Angels.
I think that depends on how people instantly
Yeah, because
think of Angels.
Angels are like, okay, are we raining down,
Yeah.
fire on
Well, let me
Sodom
ask
and
you
Gomorrah?
this.
I mean, it will be bright.
Or are we the little cherubim with
Let me ask
the
you this.
wings and the
me ask you
naked
this.
bottom?
Are we battling to the death?
We are battling to the death in this situation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How do you kill something that is not alive?
Yeah, I mean, it's a strong point.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good pick.
Okay.
I went with the Tigers.
All right. Well, so I'm looking at this now. First off,
I'm not sure you're not in the best position, Jason, because there aren't a lot of major league teams that have viable Coliseum level.
No.
And you get 2 picks.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring this up. This is on brand for me because baseball is stupid. Baseball team names are so dumb. They are the dumbest team names I've ever. Like when you look at the mascots, you have so many of these that are. We couldn't even draft them because they're not. They're not. They're either little tiny birds, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, let's get the Cardinals or whatever, or they're, Rays and. I mean,
Or what is a Philly?
what is a
Dodger.
yeah? What is a Dodger?
Hey, Dodgers on my list.
Is he playing dodgeball? All right. So, anyways, now that I've disparaged Major League Baseball, you're welcome, everybody. The first pick here is the Giants.
The first pick would be the Giants
for me because you want to know the Tigers become kittens, right? Like
Yes.
all of a sudden, I'm afraid of a tiger, but I'm not afraid of a cat, but because I'm bigger. And now Giants are just going to come.
It was between Giants and Tigers for me.
If you had your pick, did you have Giants at 1 or did you have Angels at 1?
So I went back and forth. I think Angels.
Knowing that the Angels are already in the outfield.
Right, I guess there is that baseball connection here. I probably would have gone Angels over Giants.
Aha.
All right, so I got the Giants, and now is where
We're out. Now the draft really begins.
Now there's oh man, baseball team names. You're so dumb. Look, we're here. It's local. I know that they are.
It's a good pick.
Low to the ground, but they're poisonous. They're deadly.
They are.
And I'll take the Diamondbacks. I'm gonna flood this place like Samuel L. Jackson on snakes on a plane.
Well, look, if there's one thing that can pulverize some Angels, it's some small snakes on the ground.
Oh no, nothing's taking out the Angels. I'm going straight for the Tigers.
Yeah, well,
They're flying.
All right,
Oh,
so
my
you have the
goodness.
Giants and the Diamondbacks. Mike, you have the Angels and you have a pick.
I do have a pick.
I'm concerned about
The rest of the list.
And this pick is so stupid. Because I'm trying to think, how is this going? One, it feels like a really good defensive pick. Like how you have the tank, right? You have your meat shields, your true the person they're blocking. And then I was thinking, well, how could this attack? And then I was like, oh well, I guess landslides are my attacks. I am going to take the Rockies.
Are you really?
The mountains.
I will be taking the mountains, and I will be raining landslides
Landslides?
upon all of you.
That tells you where the second round pick was the mountains.
Yeah, that's how
He just
bad
drafted
baseball
the
teams are
mountains
named.
because he couldn't find a better choice. And the
Rockies.
worst part is they're on my list.
It's
The Rockies.
It's an emergency pick.
It's a good pick. I mean, it's good. Now, my issue is we're in a Coliseum, right? That's how we always say. How are you getting the rock? You just got a pile of dirt in here.
Part of the edge of
It's
the
not
Coliseum, some mud has slid down that side.
We are Rockies, Jason. We're not the dirt ease.
All right. You got some boulders in there.
All right, Mike submarining his Angels steal with the Rockies. I have to pick twice. Think of me, folks.
Did I submarine my team?
Well, yes, because the next pick, I'm taking the Pirates.
Yeah.
The Pirates are the next pick for sure, and I'm not sure if Pirates can ride Tigers. I think maybe they can.
I mean, very malnourished. They all have scurvy.
Not these guys. These guys have been eaten.
Haven't seen land, and they probably don't even have land legs. They have sea legs.
Oh, the Rockies.
What do I draft now?
I think I know what would be.
I
next
know
for
where I'm
me.
going.
All right. I'm worried that I'm going to forget one that's better. But I'm going to take the Rangers.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I'm going to take the Rangers because
That is
they're not little birds.
That
Yeah.
is true. That is
One of their
good.
big perks.
One of their best qualities is that they're not little birds and they have presumably guns.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
Got a 6-shooter.
Which
Pew,
the
pew.
Pirates have too.
The
so I mean,
Pirates-
Tigers,
Well,
Pirates, and Rangers
Pirates have like the single shot musket guns at
built
best.
into the peg legs. Yeah, got it.
Pirates and Rangers to me were the clear next tier of like these can have.
I didn't think I would get them because I didn't anticipate a mountain would be drafted.
That's fair, and I still
and
had
kill my
some
mountain.
dream that one of those two would come back to me. Looking at the rest of my list,
Oh no!
it does not matter at all what comes back to me because they are all awful.
Well, this is it's where the draft really begins again.
Yes, that is correct. All right, with my next pick, I'm between two.
There are a lot of birds, guys. There's a lot.
Look, and a really important thing about fighting
This is how a good pick always starts.
This is look, you gotta be fit, right? You need someone who's a real athlete. You need someone who's really athletic. So I will be taking the athletics.
Okay, you've got them. Hey, what did they use the Coliseum for? Great athletic
Yes.
people getting eaten by lions.
Look, if someone's gonna have to climb up a rocky mountain, they better be athletic. Your pirates are not making it up the mountain.
All right,
I don't know why I have to climb this mountain, man. That's not part of it.
it's just on the outskirts.
I don't wanna climb it.
I'm staying off the mountain. Now, here's the question though: how do you defeat the mountain? How do you
Exactly.
kill the mountain? I mean, do you auto win or auto lose for it just purely existing?
If the mountain's just there at the end, you got to wait. Erosion, baby.
You're not
Wait
waiting
it out
this
For the Rockies, as soon as the Rockies are gone,
I'll give it
Give them
about
enough years.
30,000 years.
and the only one that would survive that long, the Angels.
Angels.
Oh no! All right, I've got two picks here, and I think I
Yes,
know where
you
I'm
do,
going.
you lucky dog.
Yeah, I'm super lucky. I was thinking about maybe the Twins because
you get
Two is
two.
more than one.
two, but
Double
then
mix.
everything is plural. So
Do you get DeVito and Schwarzenegger?
Oh, I just need Schwarzenegger, but if it means having DeVito on my team, I'd be
You
willing.
have to balance that out.
But I am going with a different combo. I think a pair that's going to work very nicely together. We're going to be
All the socks?
we're going to be rowdy. We're going to be rambunctious. We're going to be crazy. We're going to be, some would say psychopaths. We have done live tours, live shows all over the country.
Yeah.
And there ain't no fans
This is true.
in the world
I know where you're going.
like the Philadelphia fans. The Phillies, them crazy. We're getting a fight. You think this isn't their first fight, guys?
No.
I'm getting the Phillies up in there, and we're going to be scrapping. But you want to know why we're going to be scrapping?
Why is that?
Because guess who's coming with them? The Brewers. The Brewers, baby. Oh, we got some drunk Phillies up in here. We swinging haymakers.
that was a really good strategy.
That's not a bad strategy.
That's right. We're going to have fun at the very least. My team is...
Risk mitigation is out the window.
Right. No, we're not worried
Pain
about ourselves.
tolerance is up.
That's right. We might be a little slowed down, but the Brewers and the Phillies were coming at you. This is a war.
Oh, my goodness.
Mike, you're back. Lucky.
I am back. My list is – you're going to be shocked. My list is running out of
People need to stop and go look at a list of Major League Baseball team names.
Let me name some birds if you're interested in some birds. You got the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Blue Jays. You got the Cardinals. If you want any of the small birds that may be a distraction on the battlefield.
Now,
the Reds might even be some birds. That might be
That could be,
Cincinnati's
probably.
favorite birds.
I don't know.
Now-
or it's just color. He just drafts things that can't die. I'll take a color. The Mets.
I think I may be getting pulled into this name for the wrong reasons. I'm not exactly sure what this person will bring to the fight, but all I can think of is in Waterworld, right?
Yeah.
The movie.
Oh, yeah. Smash hit.
blockbuster smash hit with Kevin Costner. They called him the Mariner,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And I imagine a mariner is someone who similar to a pirate.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a fighter on a boat.
They're a good counterpunch to the pirates.
Maybe they just drive boats. I really have no idea. But in my head, they are warriors upon boats. So I'm gonna close my draft with the Mariners.
Well, they're masters of knowing how to read the ocean, which will be crucial here.
So a mariner is a sailor. That's the definition.
Fine.
Is they're a sailor.
Fine. A sailor.
You got a sailor for your land that you also drafted. You drafted the mountains and you put a sailor on the mountains. Mike, these things don't go together.
All right.
Someone needs to be on my land attack.
You know what's crazy, though? When I looked at the Mariners, I'm looking at my list, 100% the only thing I thought of was just a big fish. I was thinking it was the Marlins. I was just like, what are you talking about? You can't have
The Marliners.
Yeah.
The Mariners. Okay. I've got to make a final pick. Did you know that?
Yes.
Are
you going with the baby bears?
The Cubs? I thought about it, but they're pretty small. Like if the Tigers are small to the Giants, the Cubs are going to be real small.
Yeah, they're just really cute.
They are super cute. They'll distract.
Just go with the White Sox then.
I'm going with a bit of a wild card pick here.
More than the Rockies.
More than the Rockies. You took the Angels.
Yeah.
And they're up there in the heavenly realms. So I'm going to take the Astros.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Astros because what is it exactly? I don't know. It's celestial bodies and space, and it
Nobody knows.
Probably can do some damage to the Angels up there.
Okay.
Maybe.
We don't know what the Astros are,
we will
but it
never
sounds
know.
like it could work.
But if you out there know what they are and they're awesome, please vote for me.
I like to pretend that it's short for astronomer. And
right.
He's
super smart, though.
He drafted someone with a telescope.
Now, this is not the Chevrolet
Many of
Astro
them.
minivan, right? That's not. I'm not getting an Astro van, like a whole slew of them.
Are you kidding me? If the Astros minivans were on here, I would have picked them already. That is a weapon. These team names are the worst. I thought you were going to go with the Padres.
Oh,
right?
like the Fathers?
Right. Like,
yeah, okay.
Oh, man.
To counteract the Angels?
That's not bad.
You won't attack me.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a Padre.
All right. Well, that happened.
Yeah, we made it through.
Wow.
What's our final just awesome Warrior clans here?
Apparently, the Houston Astros used to be the Houston Colt 45s.
Ooh, that would have been better.
but they made the pivot.
I can see them changing that name.
Okay.
So
Sorry, what were you saying, Jason?
So my team is the Angels, the Rockies, the Athletics, and the Mariners.
I have the Giants, the Diamondbacks, the Phillies, and the Brewers.
And I have the Tigers, the Pirates. What do I have?
Rangers and Astros.
Rangers and Astros.
Andy's team makes the most sense on just a literal like plane of existence.
But when you get like mountains in there and tectonic plates, Mike's team takes the cake. This shows you. Jason just said that. Look, we only drafted 12 of the major league teams, and Jason was wanting to draft an Astro van within the top 12.
Yeah.
So I guess that means we have hockey to do at some point in the future.
Oh man,
that one seems all right.
That seems like I'm going to have to look at a list because I can name you about 3 teams.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right.
What did we learn today?
I learned that Andy has literally never been without toilet paper.
Didn't
in
do the
his
squattle
life.
waddle.
No squattle waddle.
And he waddled away.
I learned there are professional dog food tasters that are not dogs.
And I learned that mariners are sailors. That'd be fascinating.
Yeah, I mean marine, right?
Yeah. No, I mean,
It makes sense.
not sure how they can
a
fight,
sailor.
but maybe.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.